Well, hello everyone, this is Passek, the FlyFish Fanatic, and welcome to my tying bench. Today, I'm going to be tying a baitfish style pattern, but not in a baitfish color. I found this one very, very good for those predatory minnow feeders, baitfish feeders, for like pike, brown trout, sometimes brookies, tropical. This works as well. So it's a fairly versatile pattern, but yeah. You'll see. So it does take a little bit longer to tie, so let's get going. Hends BL724 in a size 8. You could go bigger if you're going to go for pike or tropical. Go with a more of a predatory style, large, quite a bit larger hook. Even something like this. This is a heavier. It's not much bigger, but it's a heavier hook from Mustad O'Shaughnessy. Semperfli NanoSilk in black. The new boom dubbing in black from Semperfli. Some Semperfli Gaula and red blend flash. And then one Stonefo soft head in a small. And then some eyes. And that's the whole fly. So let us get this started. Like I said, it's not that it's a difficult fly, but there is quite a few little steps to it. So just make sure you got your thread on nicely. Wax your thread. That's one thing you'll hear me say quite a few times through this tie. Wax your thread. Pull some of your dubbing out. Don't want it too crazy long, but you do want it about twice as long as your hook shank, past the bend of your hook. 3/4 real tight wraps there, and then fold this over, and go back over top of it with 3/4 real tight wraps. And then I'll pull out some of this really long stuff. Just pull it out. You don't have to worry about it. Just pull it right out. So don't cut it. Okay. Then I'll take some of the stuff I just pulled out, and I'm going to actually dub it on. Just loosely dub this on. You don't have to go crazy. This is more of almost like a filler, but in between layers of adding that on, just like I did with the other one. So just put a bit of that filler in there. You can brush that out if you want, but this boom dubbing is so long that it takes a bit to brush out. So it's like I said, it's more of a filler in between space. So more of that boom dubbing. I'm going to take 2 to 3 little packages, something like this. Stack it on my table here. This time I think I'll just do 2. Yeah, I think 2 will do. Yeah. Okay. And this time I'm going to put one on top, a little bit shorter than the fibers that are on the top. Two to 3 nice tight wraps, and then I'm going to actually split this in half. So I got it split, and then come down on either side below and tie that on. Okay. It's a little long. That's fine. Use the stuff you pulled out as a spacer. This isn't the prettiest fly while you're tying it. It looks really good when you're done. Okay, repeat. Another 1 to 2, 3 packages pulled out of that dubbing, pulled out of your package. Let's get that nicely pulled out. Same thing, a little bit shorter. Tighten that up. Split it. down on either side to go below, go back over top of it just to hold it down below. Same thing, pull some of that out. Grab a little bundle. So this is just how you basically you're going to do this till the head. Okay, one more time here, at least, maybe two, but probably just one. Grab some more out of my bag here. Shorten that up a bit. And this time I'm actually going to put it right back on top, because the next one is just going to be below. So I'm not putting anything in between it this time, no filler. And this one I'm going to turn my fly, and I'm going to do the same thing roughly halfway. Tie it on, fold it back, tie over top, nice and tight. Okay, and I'm going to do one more right on top here, and then that'll do it for until we finish the head section up. Now you can do this smaller, just use less dubbing, right? You can definitely do it smaller for smaller water, smaller fish. And this is definitely going after those monster browns and some of the tropicals, right? But definitely this is probably one of my favorite river big brown flies. I use it in lakes as well. Sometimes they just want it, right? So now I'm going to just give this a bit of a whip finish. Not done, but a whip finish here for now, just so I can take my fly out and just bring all that material up and over just for now. Now I can brush this all out. So now some of this stuff is going to get pulled out, but that's totally fine. And it's going to look a little frizzy and hairy at first. But there we go. Okay, and again, pull some of that stuff out. If it's really, really long, you want to just pull some of this out here. Okay, now I'm going to take 2 strands of my Gaula and red blend, 2 to 3. If I get 3, not a big deal. That's only 1. You just don't want to overdress this. Don't do 4, 5, 6. This is just a highlight, right? So now I'm going to take it and I'm going to lay this down one side all the way to the back, all the way to the back of the tail. I'm pinching it right now. I take my thread and just go over once or twice and bring this up and over to the other side. Tight enough up and over to the other side. Now I've got it over both sides, along both sides. So now if it's a little too long, you can just give that a bit of a nip, because you don't want them past the tail, right? So, okay, now I'm just gonna whip finish this. another set just in case. Now this is all going to get crazy glued anyway, but still. Cut off my thread. Then I'll take one of my soft heads here. I absolutely love these soft heads from Semperfli. From Stonefo. They really they fit well, and it's nice that they're soft, so you can kind of form them a little bit. So, okay, a little bit of crazy glue. In this case, it's Mercury Adhesives M300M, which is the kind of the thicker version. I'm just going to put a dab kind of all the way around on both sides. Don't worry if it gets into your eye there. You can pick that out in a second. And then I'm just pushing that on so it clears the eye. Actually, the eye cleared itself. That's good. I can always run a feather through it. Just a little, one of those little tricks. If you don't know, just take a feather. Well, that one's a little too thick. Just take an old feather that you got laying around the bench, not one that you're going to use, and just stick it through and just pull it through. That'll, a little too thick, but whatever. It'll just clear off any of that glue. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I got no glue in my fingies. Now I'm just going to take just a little dab, and I mean a little dab of the glue. Just get one of my eyes here. In this case, I'm going to go with a red and black eye just to match the tie. Could go with a silver one as well, but I really like the effect that these give. Put on my other, put a small little dab of crazy glue. It just helps hold it, even though these got sticky on them, but a little bit of crazy glue. And there's your finished little black bait fish. Like I said, when this gets wet, this will streamline quite a bit. It looks really fluffy and bulky right now, but this will streamline a lot once you get that wet. So, alrighty. So now you can do this style of tying with, it doesn't matter what color. You can do orange and pink and green and red. And, I mean, you can mix the colors top and bottom. You can have all the top ones black and all the bottom ones white to make it look, or top ones green and bottom ones white to make it look more like an actual bait fish. Like I said, I think this is more of just a huge leech, really. But it's just one of those flies that swims by some of those aggressive fish, and it just pisses them off, right? So, okay, zoom up just a little bit so you can see the whole thing. There. So it's about a 3.5, 4 inch long total. Sometimes I'll make shorter ones, smaller ones as well, just to have in my box. But yeah. Alrighty. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you did, give her a thumbs up. Please leave some comments on the video itself, and yeah, we'll see you guys on the next tying video. Tie lines.